Alright, so this time we're gonna talk about Gene Key 13 that has been active from February 1st and it's gonna be active until the 7th. And so if your birthday, for example, is between these dates, you probably have this Gene Key as your life's work or your incarnation cross in human design. So it's even more relevant to you. And what I'm doing here is a summary from the original audio of Richard Rudd. So this is my way of inviting you to go listen to it, all right? So this Gene Key goes from discord to discernment to empathy. And on the shadow in discord, discord is a very acoustic term, and he speaks about only hearing the shadow's frequencies. It's like the unnerving sounds of only hearing crises in everything. And also about distrusting in another, in ourselves, in society. So it's very related to only hearing heaviness, kind of only being attuned to that frequency. And he says, and I'm quoting, it means you don't see the beauty around you. It means you don't see the hope. You don't see the best in another. You don't see the interconnectedness of things. You just don't feel it. So when we move to the gift of discernment, he speaks and he says, how do we break the pattern? How do you tune yourself back into love? How do we build the fellowship of man? Well, it's easy. We listen. We listen again. We listen inwardly. We listen to our responses. We listen to our body. We listen to our chemistry. Above all, we listen to our heart. And he continues and says, the gift is about discernment, is about discerning the voice of the heart from the voice of the mind. And so this gift has a lot of potential for leadership. And he says, but you can only become a good guide, a good leader, if you know how to listen. And he continues and he says, and to really listen is to discern your own agendas and your opinions running underneath. And he continues to this beautiful part, and he goes, discernment is listening through osmosis, is listening beyond your ear. You're listening to the hidden notes and chords in someone's speech or in someone's actions, body language. You're taking in someone's whole heart. It's the gift of hearing another's heart. And you can only do that when you can hear your own heart. And the heart exists on a higher plane, at a higher frequency from the mind or from the emotions. And this is what the gift frequency band is. And he continues, when you listen from your heart, from your soul, then you begin to see hope in everything all around you. And to listen at a higher frequency, you have to first of all resonate to that frequency. Your whole body has to vibrate at a higher frequency. Therefore, the gift of discernment is truly transformative. He says, transforms you and it invites transformation in the other. That's why it's called the fellowship of man in the I Ching. So this gift is all about contemplation. He says, contemplation is the art of listening inward. It's nothing outside of yourself. You become an ear, a receiving dish for the higher frequencies. And the more that you receive them, the more you amplify them. And when we move to the city, to empathy, he speaks of the message, for example, of Christ, and he says that Christ's most central message was the same, was love thy neighbor as thyself. And he continues as he says, but there's often misinterpreted. because it really means know thy neighbor as thyself. Know them as you. Your neighbor is not separate from yourself. Your neighbor is you. Then you will know love. And he finishes with this part. He goes, he or she who listens inwardly and relaxedly will experience the darkness and discord being purified and broken up by the inner light. The inner radiance, which progressively breaks through and illuminates our being with the truth of our divine essence. This is what empathy is. It's our full remembrance of the greatest secret that has ever been, the secret of our union with all there is. Thank you.